Hello everybody, happy Friday, I love you. Sending you a very big virtual hug wherever you are on the earth plane right now. I sat with my guides just now and they gave me a message, so I'm going to share it with you. It is a message we get all the time, but I want to show you or remind you of the power we have as energetic beings in a physical body to shift this human collective right now. I cannot preface enough how important you are right now and the frequencies and consciousnesses that you are trying to and courageously continuing to be in every now moment. So what they showed me was the earth and then all these cards, like playing cards popping up. And I was like, what is that? And they're like, oh, these are all the options that humanity has. And I'm like, what do you mean options? Oh, there's all these different timelines right now that are popping up to be experienced and then they disappear. And I said, well, why are they disappearing? Because humanity shifts into a frequency that that card is no longer resonant with or matching. So what they were showing was a little bit of a chaotic planet right now. All of these different timelines and these timelines are based in fear, okay? I want you to imagine that we as a human collective are on one huge 8-lane highway, ascending and shifting into higher states of consciousness. And as we are doing that, so no matter what happens, that's what's happening, okay? But as we are doing that, there's all these fear-based opportunities or consciousnesses that are coming up right now that we can tap into and play in as a collective. And they were showing me that it's sort of like a detour. And so if our human collective energy matches this card or this fear-based program or paradigm, we'll start to follow it and we'll veer off course a little bit, take a little bit longer, and then come back on, right? And these fear-based paradigms, I mean, you name it, they're everything out there. They could be anything from all the different vaccines, all the different events that people are thinking are going to happen in the near future, that we're going to run out of things. There's going to be some sort of maybe physical event on the earth plane that's going to destroy a lot of humans. There's going to be like not enough food going around, or moments of darkness where we're not going to be able to have electricity and water and all of that. Martial law. You think about all of these storylines that people are telling you. Usually they're in the future. Most of the time these cards are future-based fear. And these are all of the timelines or opportunities. So just because they're popping up in your and our reality right now, it doesn't mean we're in it. It doesn't mean it's happening. It means it's an opportunity or a timeline. And the way we speed through all of these different fear paradigms literally popping up, almost like that game where you're whacking the little head, you know, with a big whacker thing. The way we move through these fear paradigms is we see them, but we stay focused in our heart centers. We hold as much peace and love and compassion and empathy as possible in as many now moments as we can as we watch these fear-based programs pop up like cards. And they wanted me to remind you that just because you see them and you have a truth around them and you feel the need and desire to speak that truth, that is fabulous. We need humans, they were saying, to speak up, to share truth, to point the light, because what that does is it keeps the collective focused, right? And so if you're feeling that urge, I need to speak up, I need to speak my truth, I need to talk about this, do it from a place, or practice, if this resonates, practice doing it from a place of empathy and compassion, meaning I'm sharing my truth from a place of no matter what these fear-based programs are trying to manipulate me into thinking and being and feeling. I know the actual truth, which is that I'm on an 8-lane highway heading straight into 5D consciousness world. And this is not true. This is not true. That is not true. That is not true, right? and you're speaking about it, but you're not doing it from you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, anger, rage, right? Which is what we're seeing. Divide. Because when you come at it with anger, rage, and divide, then you are literally resonating with that card's frequency. And the whole purpose is to resonate above it, is to hold love, is to hold peace, is to hold joy, is to hold a neutral perspective even in your own truths. I'm going to do a video about neutrality after this. Holding your truth with an open heart and empathy. Because if you come at it with a huge amount of anger and rage, you are only perpetuating that card, and all of a sudden we're going to be veering towards that card. The way we veer away from all of these cards that are popping up, believe me, we actually can do this. We can actually veer away from the fear-based paradigms, beliefs, programs, narratives that are popping up. We can veer away and stay on this path and not have a detour if we stay in love, if we stay in joy, if we stay in peace, if we stay in compassion, if we stay in empathy as often as we can. So yep, the cards are going to pop up. Yep, even more fear, all this different stuff, right? All these things we're going to see in the collective right now. All of it. And we can have the human emotion around it. Once you have your human emotion of anger, rage, frustration, irritability, anxiety, whatever that is, then get focused. Get focused and say, okay, wait, the fastest way through is to get into my body, into my heart, open it, joy, peace, compassion, empathy, and I can have opinions. I can have truths. I can speak them. I can protest. I can do whatever I want from an empathic, compassionate, open space where I am visualizing that 8-lane highway and I'm on it. We're all on it. We're going. You're charging forward because you're the warrior of light. And even though these cards are popping up, your focus is here. You're going to speak about these things. You're going to talk about these things, but your focus is here. And you're doing it from compassion, love, empathy, openness, expansion, these 5D consciousnesses. I am telling you, you guys, what they showed me today is that we can literally veer around so many of these fear narratives that are only one reality if we stay in a higher state of consciousness. That's how powerful we are. That's how potent and powerful energy is, especially in large groups of humans. And the more of us that hold these higher states of consciousness, the easier it is to stay focused and to not let the cards veer us off path. That's the power of energy, and that's the power of the quantum field. That is the power of you. So give yourself the human emotions, have them. Go ahead, it's great. You're going to have your emotions. Have your opinions and your truths. Stay focused on the 8-lane highway. And when you speak about those truths, you come from love, compassion, empathy, surrender, knowingness, joy, peace. No one's going to break your stride, right? Like that song, nobody going to break my stride. Nobody going to slow me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. That's the song you play when you're watching these fear cards pop up, okay? I love you so much. You don't understand how important you are. You are so important. Oh, you're so important. And give yourself compassion and love when you're feeling anger and fear and irritability and anxiety and stress and worry and all of those things. But then turn that song on. Nobody gonna break my stride. Turn it on, blast it, and stay focused on where we're going, because no matter what, that's where we're going. I love you.